Hey, the Geeks are here at 7:11 in the morning. World Conservation Congress coming up next week for 10 days. I think we're going to do our show live from there next Friday. But there's a tech aspect to this conservation event.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we're doing some science geekery here, but it's a big deal. 8,000 people they're expecting, 200 journalists. It's really an opportunity. It's the first time it's being held not just in Hawaii, but in the United States.
Right.
So because it's an opportunity for us to showcase Pacific Islands and the leadership that we're doing in things like renewable energy and sustainability. So it is a pretty big deal, and they are going to be doing some techie things. In fact, next Friday, while you'll be on the road, Bert is going to be working with them to do a digital media campus session. And basically, it's trying to help young people become part of the conversation about conservation. They're going to talk about how to use digital media and even social media to help spread the word about this important cause.
And the important things that they'll talk about include growing things. Make sure that the plants are alive and well in your home. And there's some tech aspects of that as some help.
Well, so the College of Tropical Ag and Human Resources over at the University of Hawaii, they actually just released an app called Landscape MD. MD as in medical doctor.
Okay.
So home gardeners and landscapers can actually use this app. It has a good database behind it. You can look up pests, you can look up host plants, you can look up diseases, and it'll give you an idea as to what's happening with your plants. So as an example, I looked up one of my plants, this gardenia, has a lot of black sooty stuff on it. So I wanted to look at what it tells me about that. And it said, basically, some of it is being caused by aphids as well as ants that might be coming up and causing sort of harvesting these mildew and dew-producing aphids.
Well, it's nice that that's a local source. They would know local plants and have that information to help you keep your plants healthy. Now, I heard you mention snails and butterflies.
Right, absolutely. Now, with the Conservation Congress here, the State Department of Land and Natural Resources has been pulling all the stops out to showcase some of the things that they're doing in conservation. One, Hawaii is home to one of the greatest numbers of endangered species that has highest number of extinctions. They're talking about the Kamehameha butterfly. Now, it's something that even as a kid, I remember you could see quite a bit, but now they're almost invisible to see. So they're doing something called the Pulehua Project, which is a crowdsourcing effort. It's on the web, and if you are out there hiking, you're on the Big Island or on Kauai, and you see a Kamehameha butterfly, they want you to contribute to that map.
So they can have a better understanding of where they are and how many there are.
Right, and absolutely, and very quickly, they're also talking about the native Hawaiian tree snail. They were down to like 7 of them, but they were able to bring them back to breed them in captivity, and they just released a number of them in the wild, and they're really excited about that.
7?
As well.
They were down to 7?
Yeah.
7, yeah.
Wow, that's an amazing. They were able to turn that around. Now, you guys are on the radio on Hawaii Public Radio, 89.3 tonight. 5 o'clock, what's the conversation?
Well, so we are always interested in sort of that intersection between art and science. So we invited a couple of artists to join us, as well as a couple of organizations, Schmidt Ocean Institute and the National Parks Arts Foundation. They actually sponsor artists to be artists in residence. So we wanted to get an idea as to what's the what is
How does that fit together?
How does that fit together?
Yeah.
And what is the message that's being said about art and science?
Okay, it's 5 o'clock tonight on Hawaii Public Radio. Ryan Ozawa, Bert Lum, the Geeks with us here on Sunrise. Thanks, guys. The World Conservation Congress will be broadcasting live on the road next Friday. Let's take a break. More Sunrise coming up for you Wednesday in just a moment.
Come here, Dan.
I always try to get out of it.